Hey guys, this is Steve from turtlefollower.com with your anatomy of a stock trade video for this week. We haven't had one of these for a couple weeks. Now we're starting to get some exits in the model portfolio, in my portfolio personally. So I'm able to start going through some of these trades as well. So this is a trade we made both personally and in the model portfolio in Archer Daniels Midland. This was also the first free trade video that we did for the blog after we restarted back in July. So what we were looking at in ADM was we knew we were in an uptrend. Okay, you could see here we had a series of higher highs and higher lows. And then what happened was we started to get more of an accelerated trend. 50-day moving average was moving higher, and we started to get a consolidation towards the higher end of the range right here around 45 and 43. So we started bouncing around in there. So we knew we wanted to take a trade on a breakout over 45.25. All right, so let's see what happened. We came back, we tested the trend line, and then sure enough, right here on July 3rd, we had a breakout over 45.25, and most importantly, it closed above 45.25. All right, so that was our trigger bar. We entered then the next day, which was July 7th. We entered at the open, so it happened that it gapped down, and we entered at, let's see, the open was 45.26. All right, so now we're in, and we know we wanted to set our stop at the low of the consolidation, okay, which is also under the 50-day moving average and also under the trend line that we were working with. So we had drawn a new trend line from the lows back here to the low of this consolidation right before the breakout, and that's the trend line we were working off of. So now we just are in the stock, and the stock just continues to work. And let's see when we would be able to. Okay, so now we had a nice move higher. All right, we've had a reversal bar right here, and then the stock came back in to that trend line. All right, so and then it gapped higher. It looks like it had earnings. All right, so now on the gap higher, we're waiting now for a breakout and a close above 48.47. Still don't have it. All right, so there, right there. So now on 8/11, so now we went from entering the trade on 7/7 to 8/11. I haven't moved the stop yet. All right, the stop was at 43.11. So now what we're going to do, let's actually make this red, and we'll just make it very simple for you guys. All right, so here's our stop. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our stop, and we're going to be able to move our stop. And this is what we do. We take and we just trail stops higher. Okay, so we moved it from 45.11 now to 46.33. I'm sorry, it wasn't 45, it was 43.11. 43.11 to 46.33, because now what happened is we came back, we had a low, and we knew we had a low by getting a new high. All right, so when you get a new high, you know you have a new low. All right, so now 46.33 is our stop level, and we're going to continue going on the trade. So the next stop level is going to be moved up to this low here at 49.19. All right. So the reason we're moving it to that low is what has happened is we're using now a more accelerated trend line. You can see how steep the 50-day moving average is. But what happened was a new consolidation formed and a new breakout happened. All right. Small as it was, it's a new consolidation, new breakout. So we have a reference for a low, and we wait until the 50-day moving average and the trend line is above those levels. So eventually here on 9/18, that happened. The 50-day moving average finally exceeded the 49.20 level, and then we were able to move our stop. All right, so our stop went from 43.11 to 46.34 and is now at 49.12, and this was our entry signal right here at 45.25. So a breakout over there, trailed stops higher. Now we've locked in from 45.25 to 49.20. Okay, we'll keep going. Okay, and then a couple too far. All right, so then what started to happen was we started to get another consolidation. So tentatively, we would have been able to move our stop up again to 50.37, but we didn't, and we weren't able to because the 50-day moving average has not exceeded that level yet. All right, so we were, and I was trying to get our stop up to 50.37. That didn't happen. What did happen is we came back and broke down heavily through the 49.20 area. Okay, so this was our trigger bar. You could see it came right into this old trend line here. So that trigger bar, and then we exited the next morning at the open right here at 47.89. So unfortunately, there was a good amount of slippage from 49.20 to 47.89, but the fact is we still locked in $2.50 in the trade. Now what happened since that trade? Since we took that trade off, is it has continued to fall, and it actually came in and is now testing a little longer term trend line. Okay, this bottom line here that connects the lows from June, August of 2013, and then February of 2014. So we're back down and test that trend line. But the fact is, if we did not take our exit signal here, even though we came down and we said, oh, well, maybe it's going to bounce off of this trend line. And at one point it did look like that was going to happen. But we still took our exit, exited 47.80, and we saved ourselves another $3 in downside risk. So that's how you trail stops higher. That's what we do every night at the strategy session and every weekend with the weekend update. So if you're not following me, please subscribe to the nightly recap. You'll get all these videos sent directly to you. And follow us every night on the strategy sessions. All right, so have a great rest of the day, guys, and we'll see you tonight, hopefully. Take care.